There he is. There he is. There he is. Put us in, coach. Okay. Rawhide. Copy all. We're live. Cow on the roadway, that is right. I've got no beef with this story, I can tell you that, Bobby. It is happening out here in the Lakeview Terrace area. It was actually on the 210. And there's that cow right there, and it's basically just taking a little walk right now. We understand that those are actually animal control vehicles and California Highway there as well. They've corralled it off to the side. There is a huge backup, but you know what? Right now, let's just stay with, we'll just stay with the cow walking on the freeway. He's on the off-ramp right now, or she is on the off-ramp right now, so they're going to have the freeway open here momentarily. They don't want to spook it. I'm being very serious about that. That cow probably could bolt and maybe even make his way back onto the freeway. They don't want that to happen. Whose cow is it? That's a good question as well. But right now, freeway on the 210 freeway, Lakeview Terrace, this is right near Osborne, reopened. But that cow, he's just taking a leisurely walk right now on that off-ramp. Move. Yep. They're, you know, it's one of those ones they're trying to steer it to safety. I mean, we could go on. Yep. Yes. You know, we don't want to lose this shot, but there are a couple of ranches right there at the 210 freeway. If Justin, you go off to the right a little bit, you can actually see a ranch right there. Possibly that could be where that cow belongs. But I don't even know if they brand these animals anymore. I'm sure that might be some sort of cruelty, but hopefully they have some sort of identification where they can bring that animal back to. Right now, though, it's just happy to have it safe. They're getting it off the freeway. I'm kind of curious, though, once they get it onto the streets or off of the freeway, if they're actually going to try to rope it and you know, maybe just actually put it into a truck or something and take it to the shelter. But right now, just kind of a leisurely walk and watching those cowboys or those animal enforcement playing cowboy today. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's almost like a slow-speed pursuit in a way. You know, you got them. They got their doors open. They're ready to take that suspect down. Ah. Class. Yeah, I liked it though. Milked it. He had a good one. Milked it for all it's worth. That was Justin's. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, definitely. Yeehaw. Rawhide. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's what we were worried about. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. No, 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 no. You know, this is a lightweight series. He probably knows where he belongs. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably just trying to get back to how he got onto the freeway. Okay, copy all. Copy all. Yeah. I like all animals. I don't want to see this thing hurt. Yeah, they're going to have to get Highway Patrol back over there. Copy all. Copy all. We're ready. Not a problem. And it's actually Wheatland is the off-ramp. Oh, there's a truck coming. Just keep tight on him for right now. Copy. We're hot on 9. Can you roll the tape, Justin? He's going to try to re-rack it now. We're hot on 9. We understand. Whoop. No. Well, this guy, there he goes. He's on a little bit of a run, and that's what we want to see. Him off the off-ramp. Keep on moving there. Right now, though, these guys are playing cowboy this afternoon, and you can see one of them actually has less than lethal. I wouldn't mind if he jumped over there and at least got off the freeway. But right now, the 210 freeway looks like it is stopped once again eastbound. Lakeview Terrace area. Wheatland is the off-ramp. But come on, little doggy, keep them moving. Just keep that thing going off the freeway right there. But right now, these guys, you can see what they have to deal with as far as animal control. And I'm really, really proud of the work they're doing, keeping that animal safe. And, of course, our drivers out here as well. But we can watch as this cow now making his way back down the freeway once again, picking up a little bit speed. But as long as they have that truck there, I have a feeling they're going to be able to keep him out of the traffic lanes. Bobby? Yeah. Yeah, curiosity probably got him off that branch and up onto the freeway just to begin with. I'm going to open maybe somebody's watching right now and is like, hey, that's my cow, and makes their way out here and at least with some equipment and able to get that cow corralled. I wonder if that's another. Yeah, that is another animal. I was going to say he's got a fake horse right there, but it's part of the animal control. It's a giant plastic cow in the back of the animal control truck. I mean, a horse. I do know my animals, Bobby. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm just really worried about. I'm being serious. I'm really worried about this little calf right here. He's if this is right about the area where he turned around last time, and I'm wondering if he knows his way back, and he's like, "Where are you guys trying to corral me to? I want to go home." But right now, he's just kind of hanging out right there, and you've got the giant plastic horse in the back of one of those trucks. But It looks like this is where you left us last time, where he's getting down to the end of the off-ramp, but he can turn around and make that bolt right away. So you can see those animal control officers ready to do the scare and maybe keep him in line. And that one guy actually has the less than lethal, and maybe they just want to do that just to. Oh no, it's not. It's actually a rope. We might actually see some cowboying going on here just in a few moments. But definitely. Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody's watching Yellowstone lately. Maybe we'll see some actual action out here this morning. So, yeah. So, there we go. We're almost at the end. Almost at the end. But this is where he turned around last time. So, we'll just keep an eye on it. But you can see that one officer definitely has something there to lasso him. And, yeah, but, man, we'll see. We'll get down to the end. Hopefully they'll get this guy corralled and into safety here shortly. But now he's technically on Wheatland. And the pursuit continues. Yep. The truck driver's blocking the on-ramp. Oh, look at that. It's under. Yep. But you saw that truck driver, that guy right there, and that big rig blocking the roadway. That was a pretty cool move. He actually, you can see, he was making that turn, saw what was going on, and is actually blocking the on-ramp, which is, you know, you got to give that guy kudos. There he is. He's out from underneath the bridge, and still just kind of wandering. But you got to figure this guy's got to be getting tired right about now, and just making his way out here, and we continue to. Oh, that's another. Yep. He's off the freeway. He's on Wheatland. That was actually an off-ramp right there. That was another ability to get onto the freeway. So making some great progress here, keeping that animal safe. Maybe he'll make his way into a parking lot, which it looks like he's about ready to do. This might be the spot where they can corral him. But good-looking cow. I got to say that. Look at that. This is the first time we got a nice close-up. But he's a good-looking cow, and out here just taking a leisurely stroll through the through the Lakeview Terrace area this afternoon. Yes. Oh, he's got the lasso out. Yep. Oh. Yeah, he's cornered. You know, you don't want to corner. That cow's got to. He's like, thank goodness it's not a birder place. That's all I got to say. Oh, don't. Oh, so close. So close. So close. Yep, but he's cornered. I mean, that's the good thing about this parking lot. Oh, don't jump, buddy. So. Checking out where he can go. Yep. Look, oh, that's smart. There you go. He's closing the gate. They got him cornered once again. You know, we need. A lot of times we get these experts calling in. I wonder if we got a cowboy that we could call that could give us some advice on roping and cornering the steer. Looks like, whoa! Look at that. Yeah, and you know you got to figure that guy's got to weigh more than 500 pounds. That's got to be more than 500 pounds of cow right there. So if that thing charges, it could be a real problem. And he keeps coming up to that window and he sees a reflection, and you just don't want him to break that window and, like you said, injure himself. But right now, this is a good spot for him. You know, they got the walls there. They got the officers right there. They got the guy with the lasso. But I'm wondering, even if he gets something around his neck, that officer is going to go for a ride. Even if they lasso him, you know, there he goes for another bolt. But he's got to be getting tired. Sooner or later, they're going to get this guy cornered and lassoed. You know, all I know is that the cowboys have those lassos basically attached to their saddles. Eventually, that's how they bring that cow to a stop. These guys are just standing there, so I'm wondering what they're really going to do if they get that thing around its neck and he bolts. You know, just let go of that rope, because that officer is going to go for a ride. They've got that parking lot basically locked down. They closed the gates for the entranceway, so that he is corralled right now. He's in that spot. And again, hopefully maybe they can get a hold of somebody that has that cow, or maybe somebody specialized. But right now the cow's still on the loose out here, but in a parking lot. There's a spot right there where he keeps peeking over, and we've seen him make those jumps. So he could get out, but right now he's just kind of wandering around in the animal enforcement, doing what they can to corral that cow for sure. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I see somebody over there, but so. But looking at some of the businesses out here, there are some people that have come out. I guess the guy who closed the gate was somebody that works probably at that market. That looks like the only one that's occupied right now. But stay away from the market. We don't want the cow to wind up in that market. But right now they are still trying to corral them, and I'm just really curious to see, Bobby, if they get that lasso on them, what are they going to do next? And you're right. I think just kind of keeping them calm and in this spot might be the best plan for right now, unless he really tries to get through that door, because he keeps seeing that reflection, and he's probably trying to figure out what's going on right there. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm sorry. I thought we were doing the recap. Yeah, he was on the freeway. That's what the call was, California Highway Patrol. But Animal Control was already there, so they must have heard about it well before we did, and there was a number of officers, and they did. They basically corralled it. They were walking it off at Wheatland. It looked like it came to an end, and then pretty much as soon as we were done with it, that cow just turned around and bolted and made his way back up into the freeway. Everybody in Skyfox, Adam at the controls, and Justin, our cameraman, we were all really just doing the no, because the traffic was moving. And as soon as that cow got up onto the traffic, it did slow down. Everybody came to a stop. I mean, you're looking at a cow on the freeway. And so the cow clearly was safe. The animal control guys got their stuff together. One of them got back up onto the freeway and started corralling him back down that off-ramp. Now, though, he's kind of stuck in this parking lot, which is really a good thing if you really think about it, because he can't get out. Hopefully he can't hurt himself. And some of this is right now is what they're trying to do is just get that thing, we're watching it with those lassos. I'm really wondering if that's how you do it. We need to get some Midwestern, some Texan guys out here to show up with their horses to come and corral this guy. But right now, Justin was asking if you guys wanted to see it when he bolted up the freeway, up the off-ramp just moments ago. We got that ready if you want to just see that again, because right now he's just kind of wandering around this parking lot looking at his reflection, which is good. Yeah. Yep. And look at him. He just bolts. He's like, I don't want to go to Wheatland. I want to go back to my barn. And he just runs. He turns around and he just starts running up that freeway, weaving his way through those cars. A couple of folks, I might have. I don't know what I would have done confronted with a cow. But you see somebody right there just kind of jumps out and is like, hey, maybe I'm going to give you a big hug. That wouldn't have worked, by the way. But the cow just like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do, and then eventually made his way back onto the freeway. Those were the tense moments. But the California Highway Patrol, they got, excuse me, the animal control guys, they got out there and they corralled them once again and got them off onto Wheatland. Right now, in a parking lot, and just kind of doing his thing. Yep. That's good. Oh, now he's going to use the stairs. No, don't use the stairs. You know, can cows walk upstairs? There we go. We're going to figure it out right now. Look at that. Who knew? Who knew? And that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, man, here we go again. Back out onto the street. Yep, he got it. He went up the stairs. Yep, back on the streets. We're going to get the street for you here just in a moment. Foothill Boulevard. It's on Foothill. And he's the officer, again, he's got that motorcycle, and you know, it is impressive that he can keep up with him, but if he bumps him, you know, that he's going to knock that guy over. Up, look, he's going to somebody's house. There we go. Yep. Oh, yes. They did? Yeah. Well, they definitely closed. They closed the gate behind him, and it looks like he made his way onto somebody's ranch out here in the. So that's a good sign. I'm not sure if that's the guy that actually owns the cow or is or owns that ranch, but he definitely closed it. And you can see this is an enclosed area right here. It looks like it is animal friendly. You've got some got a couple of bins and areas right there for them, but. You can see definitely enclosed now in a safer spot. Even the law enforcement has kind of backed off, so that's a good sign. This is good. This is really good. Corrals. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and it, yes, it is. I was going to say, this is a kid's book in making. Yep, he's trying to get into the corral. He's trying to get into the corral. He's like bumping the gate, like he's like, hey, I want to get in there. No, yeah, this is awesome. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. There. Yeah. They're a little uptight for sure, but definitely in a safer spot. There's no traffic out here, that's for sure. And it may, you know, I don't know. We can't say for sure, but I would guess he doesn't come from here, from this ranch. But like I said, there's plenty of ranches in the area, and I'm sure the owner hopefully is wondering where he is. But that might be the guy right there. But again, how do you corral him, especially without a horse? How do you, how are you going to get him? How are you going to get him into a trailer and back to home? But at least right now he's safe, and we can tell the viewers that for sure. He's definitely safe right now. Another cow. Yep. Yep. He's like, you wouldn't believe what I've been doing. I went up some stairs. Yeah. The yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah. 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 Yep. Yep. There we go. He got a couple of them. He's got his lasso out too, so yeah. 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 Yep. Yeah. I was gonna say that cow does not want to. Doesn't want to be lassoed. I don't blame him. You know. And the other cow just keeps coming back over like, hey, what's going on here, man? So. Yeah. Oh! Yeah, he wants to get into that. He wants to get into that corral. I wonder if you just opened up the gate. If you just let him in there, that'd probably be the best thing to do. He doesn't want to come out. He wants to go in. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Feisty little guy, that's for sure. Will to live. Yeah, just get through the gate. Yeah. Maybe that is the plan. I don't see where those guys went. A couple, yeah, there they are. A couple of them. They're all kind of looking around. You know, all eyes are on you with that lasso. I'm just really curious what's going to happen when they do lasso it. Like you said, that guy's going to go for a ride. I don't know how he's going to bring it to a stop. And again, we don't know the relationship. Is that the owner of the cow? Is that the owner of this ranch? But clearly, you know, he's probably the owner of this ranch. So we just got to catch him and then return him to wherever he belongs. But right now, I agree, Bobby. You should just open up that gate and let him go in and hang out with the other ones until they figure out who really owns this thing. So. Hey. I was the one that was confusing the horse for a cow a few minutes ago. Yep. Yep, he's going back to the gate. He's going back to the gate, and it's like he knows that's the gate. So this just gets a little. I just wonder if this is if he's home. There you go. The other cows are coming back. The curious goats. Oh, those goats! They're always so curious. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of food. I don't know why you can't come in. Yeah, I just don't want to see them charge anybody or any get any kind of hurt. But now he's making his way back over to where the folks are with the lasso. But yeah, again, this is beyond interesting. This is not what you see in California. I'm sure, like, if other people from other states are watching, they're probably just like, "Oh, come on," you know. But this is not what we deal with out here, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is one of those ones. I mean, I'm sure they're just going to let this. The time is on our side, that's for sure. And if they just let him relax a little bit, but then again, if they let him relax, he might get his strength back. You can see that other cow is basically just looking at him. I don't know why they just don't. Well, maybe because they don't want the other cow to get out. That could be the other side of it as well. But it definitely looks like he feels like he's at home right there, and just kind of hanging out. And the guys that own the ranch down there, they'll probably help corral him if this is not his home. But right now, at least he's in a safe spot. And are we going to see him be taken into custody or placed into a corral? I can't really tell you. But right now, just kind of walking around, and his buddy on the other side of the fence, probably more curious than we are about what's going on today. Yeah. So. Okay, I agree. I might not be that good with animals, but I can tell that difference. Yes. So, but yeah, he's a steer, that's for sure. Making his way back, well, just as long as he doesn't try to keep ramming that fence. That's what the big worry is for me, or like him just hurting himself down there. But right now, like I said, it's just weird how he seems so familiar with that area, like knowing that that's the gate. Was really curious. That just makes me think that this is where that steer is born or lives at. So. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yep. Right. There he goes. Yeah. Well, he went. Yeah. He went for the gate once again, and one of those ranch hand guys is trying to rope him. I'm being told that more and more people are coming onto the property. So, oh, look at that. He's getting really agitated. And that, we just don't want to see that. And, in cornering him, I don't think, whoa, oh, yeah. They got him. They lassoed him. So yeah, he's putting up. Yeah, he is not happy about this. There's a lot of bull going on down there, that is for sure. And this is what I was talking about. Look at how many guys they got on that rope trying to bring this bull to submission. Whoa! Hey, there you go. That guy fell on his own. The bull was innocent. I don't think pulling the tail is really going to be the way to go there, but I don't want to be the. Yeah. The receiving end of a kick right there would really, yeah, I was going to say would really ruin that guy's day. But definitely they got him caught. They got him caught. The bull definitely caught right now, and we'll figure out where he belongs later on. But not happy about what's going on for sure. Oh, poor guy. Yep. That was very interesting. Moving story. Yeah, that was fun. I guess he doesn't belong there. I thought he did. Maybe he made his way home. Yeah, the one that one right there, right? Man, he's not happy. That's, yeah. There's animal control. Yeah, it's animal control. Yeah. Let him kind of do whatever he needs to do until they figure out who it belongs to. Copy. Look, he's in a corral. Not a golden corral. Yeah, they are. I don't want to mess with one.